Hello all, Sandrock back, and I would like to discuss something very minor. Not anything too crazy, not anything too, stressful or anything like that. I know I've been gone for like one day more than I should, but hey, I'm back, kinda. But hey, yeah, okay. Anyway, um, I would like to talk about something that is pretty near dear to me heart, and that would have to be music. Like music is such a big part of my life. Like I don't think anyone really understands how much I want to stress that. Although I said this video would have zero stress, but look at me go. Yeah. Anyway, I really do love music, like a lot. And I've actually had a long history with it, like not even playing instruments or anything like that, just the fact that ever since I was a teeny tot, I was humming music. From what I can remember, I was just like humming music off the radio and stuff. And I just think that's crazy that I've been into music for that long, and I have yet to get into any instrument. Well, there was a point in my life, like during high school, where I was like my big sister gave me her little electric piano, and I'd be on that thing like all the time. And I say it's little, but it was like freaking huge, like too freaking big. Like I literally needed a strap to carry that thing around with me if I needed to go somewhere, because I didn't have a car or nothing like that, not even a bike. And this was at the point, like this very small point in my life where I would go over to my friend's house and I would get him to try to teach me how to play piano. And because, he knows how to play it. And I was like, okay. But, we stayed in the same neighborhood, but, it was maybe a block or two away. And I had to lug away my damn piano so freaking far from where he was. So, I mean, I was just carrying it around like, I wanted to make it work because I really wanted to learn how to play the freaking piano. And I learned a couple things, but I really didn't get it, and mainly because that was the point where he really got into his relationship with his now wife. And one day I kind of like walked in on them like smooching each other, and I felt hella awkward. And they still showed me a few things regardless. And I was like, okay, I gotta go. This is awkward. I'm sorry. Bye, guys. And that was the last small session that we had together. But it's totally cool, hella happy for them. They're still together today, so her freaking raw, proud of them, because, many people in relationships, they just don't want to make things work. They just see things their way, halfway, half-ass it, and don't want to put all their soul and life into it, although you're supposed to, like in a real relationship. But anyway, that's beside the matter of the fact that I really do love music. And I believe my true obsession with music started way back, I would like to say, I guess elementary or something like that, or, no, mainly junior high, when I started getting into video game music a whole lot. That was my first, wait, no. I would like to say anime, yeah, anime music, yeah, like the theme songs and shit, the theme songs and the ending songs to the anime. That's what all I would really get into. And I was listening to stuff from like Tenchi Muyo to, of course, Sailor Moon, and a lot of Sailor Moon, and then video game music kind of got in there also somewhere along the way. It wasn't all too long before I got very hooked on that, and next thing I know, I'm listening to music from like King of Fighters 99 and freaking Sonic Adventure, or just regular Sonic 2 or something like that, and just being very intrigued with it and listening to it for hours. And my first real video game music obsession was Lunar Lunar Blue, Lunar 2 Blue, I think that's what it's called. But I had that whole soundtrack, like the official disc, because my older brother had the whole like little box set and shit. But it came with the soundtrack, and oh my god, was I freaking obsessed with that soundtrack. Like I can like hum everything from the top of my head. Granted that I haven't listened to it in forever, but if the song starts, I can finish that bitch off, no freaking problem. I used to just put it, hook it, well, pop the CD into my damn radio and just listen to it all the time, and it was great. Those were great times. That was around the time when I kind of stopped going outside so much, but I would still hang out with my friend who stayed down the street. We would still like gaming stuff, but yeah, that was the start of my more inverted, secluded nature, I guess you could say, because I was a very out there type of kid in elementary, and then once I hit junior high, I just got like shut the fuck in. I don't know how, because in elementary I was a very angry and well, I started off a very angry kid, and then I got good to be in the class clown and shit, and then now I'm all like, ugh. And now I'm kind of like a mix between the two. Still more of an introvert than anything else, who still don't know how to start or have an actual conversation with anyone unless they really want to, be involved in it. But if you send me a message and just be like, hey, and then I send you something like, okay, well, I ask you a question about something, and you're just like, one answer like, yeah, you're done. Fuck it. I ain't dealing with the shit. I ain't dealing with that shit. I will leave your ass at red, READ, and just go on with my life because I don't have time for that shit. But anyway, I love music, and my love for video game music especially is like the fuck out there. Here on YouTube, I got like multiple freaking playlists of there's hardly a playlist without video game music in it. Like, I don't listen to anime music all that much, the theme songs and stuff, but I still love the video game music. That is my number one thing. And other than video game music, I actually started off listening to jazz around that time too. Jazz on the radio. That was mainly during high school. And wait, no, let me take it back a notch. I think I was in 6th grade or early or maybe 7th grade, where my older brother, he had the CD, he made a little CD and it had some music on it. Well, it had some rock music on it, which I honestly haven't listened to before because, I was growing up down south. All I had was like, rap and hip hop and, of course, the video game music and stuff. And that's pretty much all I had. And out of nowhere comes rock. And the first freaking band I listened to was fucking Nickelback. And the song I think is called How You Remind Me. I never made it as a rich man. I couldn't cut it at the poor man stealing, and this is how you remind me. Yeah, that was the first rock song I've ever listened to, and it just kind of like blew my mind and opened up the floodgates to all type of possibilities of music for me to listen to. And now I had started, looking on MTV back when they were more music oriented than, just TV fucking shows. And I miss watching the pop-up video, where they used to have all this trivia and stuff about the band and the songs and all that stuff. And I just miss all that type of stuff. But yeah, that's where my rock obsession started at. And then that's when jazz came in after while in high school. I used to listen to them on the radio, and then I used to listen to this one station called Hearts of Space, where it was just music that was just otherworldly. Like, I can't explain it, but there was like no lyrics to it, just type of environmental type stuff and just craziness, and it was just like really good stuff. And which I do need to get back into that actually. Anyhow, let's see, another obsession with music. Classical. That came with jazz and Hearts of Space. I was listening to that on the radio also. And my teacher in school, we called him Mr. C. He used to listen to the classical music in class, and I'd be like, fuck yeah. So that's where my obsession with that came. And it's just a huge part of my life. Just, I can barely go a day without listening to video game music, let alone any type of, anything that has a guitar in it. So, but I'm mainly into like alternative rock, type of metal, and all that type of stuff. I remember I was listening to one of my favorite bands ever, "Pay Money to My Pain," uh, in the bathroom, my headphones on, and one of my friends was like, well, this is at work, and he was like, I didn't take you for a metal type of guy. And I'm like, well, you'll be surprised. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one does, but it's because of what I've been, I guess I've just been drawn to it. And then just the fact that I knew friends who listened to metal and all that stuff. I mean, that just dug me a deeper hole in the metal pit. So, I mean, that just that just paved my way on through that. And yeah, that was the point. There was lots of metal, lots of screaming, and good times with friends. So that's why that type of music is held dear to me. And hard rock and all that good stuff, and all type of different stuff that's mixed in the genre. And then let's see, I started listening to live video game music, of orchestras and all that, going, playing concerts for these video game music, and it just blew my mind. Like, people actually go around playing this music from these games that I freaking love, from like, Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and of course, Final Fantasy and Super Mario and all that. And it was just, I just felt like I was a part of a bigger universe because of that. Because a lot of times I felt like I was the only one who really appreciated video game music. Although I did know a few friends who were into it, and I know there's one friend who he actually suggested me to the band, the Dark Mages. I think that's an official band from the composer of Final Fantasy, of Final Fantasy music. I forgot his name. I feel like an idiot because I forgot his name. But yeah, I think it's one of his bands actually. But let's see. Yeah, I mean, it really took off from there. I'm like, I really do appreciate this type of music. And then I started listening to Overclock Remix, which is this website where all these brilliant composers and stuff, they started remixing video game music, and I was just like, oh shit, wow, where'd this come from? And listening to their radio station and all that, and it's just so awesome. And I really do appreciate music so much. And nowadays I listen to pretty much just about anything. I mean, even country, but that's just that much. But enough to where, if I know someone listens to country, I can kind of have a conversation with them about it, about the, excuse me, country music. But yeah, I believe that should be about it. It kind of wraps it up. I mean, I love music. Despite me really wanting to learn how to play like the piano and the violin and the guitar one day. I know I can pick that thing up one freaking day. But yeah, one freaking day. I believe that might be the end of this video. Let me think. Yeah, that might be it. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys on the flip side. Sandrock outie.